After 800 million burn suggestions, the Terra Classic community asks, what happens next with the lungs? Our video for today will cover all of these topics and more. Please subscribe to the Coin Lady channel and hit the subscribe button once you've watched this video. Therefore, you have found the right spot if you are interested in all things related to Terra Classic. Here we go. The Terra Classic community approves an 800 million burn request. After much deliberation, the community approves Terra Luna's classic proposal to burn 800 million USTC, allowing the fire to occur. Although USTC's price has matched some gains in the last several hours, it has surged 25% today. After much deliberation, Proposal 12,073, which aims to transfer 800 million USTC via contracts, has finally been approved, allowing the transfer of 800 million USTC, or approximately $32 million, from the Risk Harbor Multi-SIG wallet. A large number of Terra Classic members cast ballots in favor of the proposal because they believe it provides the greatest solution to the problems raised by Proposals 11832 and 11660 and 11720, namely to blacklist, burn 800 million USTC, and Risk Harbor wallet. Of the 58 validators that cast ballots, 41% were in favor of the proposal, 33% were unsure, 18% were against it, and 8% had veto-related reservations. Only 1% and 4% of veto-top validators are against it. According to what CoinGate revealed previously, all nodes voted against burning 800 million lunks. This code will be used to transfer 800 million lunks from a multisig contract or the Risk Harbor wallet to the new code version. The migration handler will automatically handle the tax for the burn transaction through a contract migration proposal. This methodology will not change the state of the blockchain, according to the former Joint L1 Task Force developer Frag wording. USTC price surged from a 24-hour low of $0.032 to $0.041, a 25% move in the past 24 hours. At this very moment, the price is $0.0368. The latest surge has restored faith in reclaiming December's 6 cents level, and lunk price increased 2% after pairing some gains. The price has been trading hands at $0.30's $124 over the past 24 hours, with a top of $0.30's $133 and a low of $0.30's $122. Additionally, due to traders opening fresh long positions, trading volume has surged by 200% in the past 24 hours. Okay, then we can discuss that. A terrifying classic inspires hope this week. Members of the Terra Classic community put forward an important request to increase the minimum initial deposit required of new proposals now in the deposit stage. This is an attempt to curb the ever-increasing amount of spam proposals in the deposit voting area all at once. In other news, the court has set pretrial deadlines and other procedures in the ongoing dispute between Terraform Labs and the SEC, which has taken a new turn since last week, when Proposal 12071, which set the minimum initial deposit to 1 million lunk, was officially passed with 89% support. Additionally, the Terra Classic community saw the possible demise of the tax on Petrol plan, with 48% of respondents being against it and 23% in favor of it. All throughout the world, crypto market enthusiasts are becoming increasingly intrigued by this. Here we may delve further into the latest development in the ongoing case between the Securities and Exchange Commission and Terraform Labs and co-founder Du Chuan. The court has set a pretrial deadline, and Du Chuan has also requested our extradition. The court has established protocols and due dates for pretrial proceedings. This action is being taken in response to reports that Du Chuan is set to be extradited from Montenegro to the U.S. The most recent court filing indicates that Judge Jed Rakoff has approved the revised stimulus and the proposed order establishing the pretrial deadline following numerous discussions. On March 25, the parties have agreed to have a trial in German. By March 11, the SEC and Terra solicitors will have completed their oppositions to motions, depositions, and counter-designations. The court has given the SEC and Terra until March 18 to submit a proposed consent order, allowing ample time for both sides to prepare for trial. On or before March 18, 2024, the party is required to file recommended jury charges to the court in accordance with Individual Rule 7. According to the judge, the parties have 48 hours to complete all necessary tasks before the pretrial deadline. The decision was made at the same time as a court in Montenegro had approved the extradition of Duchuan, a co-founder of Terra, to the US. However, the extradition to South Korea had already been reversed. It is yet unknown when Kwon will arrive in the US. It is quite probable that he will show up to court on the day of the trial. While in captivity, extradition processes against Duchuan continue in Montenegro, where he was arrested in March 2023 and handed a 4-month prison sentence. H. Chun-jun, a former terrorist and CFO, was extra. "I've been to South Korea before, but Do Kwon was able to have his extradition to that country granted by the Montenegrin Court of Appeals. Because of all the gray areas in the decision. The SEC was successful in its claim that Luna and MIR tokens constitute securities in a ruling issued by the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. The rejection of the Petrol tax proposal is another topic we should discuss. Despite admitting that the plan will promote LUNC resurrection and USTC re-pegged to $1, the Terra Luna Classic community has rejected a big tax to Petrol proposal due to a deadlock between community members and validators. The community cites past paper jobs and KYC suggestions as reasons for their rejection. There were significant challenges: the incorporation of the tax into the Petrol, eliminating the need for separate handling and calculation, is a significant step that is currently being discussed. An increase to 1.5% in the on-chain tax rate is the target of the plan. The proposal to implement tax to Petrol on the chain, which sought to approve 2 new developers to work with Strathcole and Genuine Labs, has failed due to violations of both the KYC and PPJ proposals, which brings the original 1.2% burn tax with 0.3% to fund the chain back to the original 80 to 20% tax split. With more than 48% of the vote out of 53 validators who cast ballots, 23% were in favor, while the remaining 23% were either against, used veto, or chose not to vote at all. A total of 23 validators cast their votes in favor, with 17 validators casting their votes against. These validators included Jesus's Lord Stake Systems, Luna Knots LUNC Development Fund, and Solid Vote. The idea is on the verge of rejection, but there are some members who think that if the updated paper about practical implementation is approved, then the PPA requirement should be validated by taxing Petrol. The price of LUNC increased by 2%. Over the last day, the price has fluctuated between $0.325 and $125. 0.30's $122 is the low for the 24 hours and 0.30's $133 is the high. In addition, trading volume has dropped marginally over the past day amidst new market weakness. According to CoinGate Markets, LUNC must maintain its position above the green support band so that bulls can regain control. LUNC must also overcome the resistance at 0.30, which is $14, in order to see further upside towards 0.30's $2. Finally, regarding the potential impact of the 1 million LUNC deposit proposal on the 2024 bullrun, the Terra Luna Classic community is embracing a new era by approving a measure that will require anybody planning to launch a new project to make an initial deposit. Along with this change, there will be less spam suggestions, according to the network. A 2% increase brought the price of Terra Classic up to 0.3 to $122. The proposal, 12071, was reported on Friday by CoinGate and states that users must deposit 1 million monkeys before they may start new proposals. By 89% in support and 9% opposed, the initiative was passed by the community by a resounding majority. However, vetoing was barely used by 1% of the population. Staking and the token burn program, both of which are vital to the project's success, are only 2 of the important suggestions that the network has approved in recent months. Many people are happy with the decision to limit proposals because they think that after the 1 million LUNC first deposit proposal, attention should be paid to well-crafted ideas. Midway through the week, There was some volatility about $0.30s $118 in the Terra Classic price, and riders will have to distribute the $5 million deposit among qualified participants in the governance voting phase. Holding above the green support band is crucial for LUNC as it allows bulls to take control and charge upwards. The 200-day exponential moving average strongly supports this level of price action. A buoyant LUNC backed by a vibrant community climbed higher soared acceptance above the broken ascending trendline support, but fell short due to resistance at $0.30s $123. Price action above the trend line and the red 0.30 resistance level at $14 will attract more investors. In your opinion, how likely is it that the Terra Classic community will support the petrol tax? Please note that this video in no way encourages or recommends the purchase or investment in any cryptocurrency. If you found this video entertaining, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and give it a big thumbs up. Muchas gracias, depart.